sunset sings, rain falling on my...
Yeah, so we have a new album coming out in the next little while. It's a really exciting one, actually. We've been working really hard on it and spent our summer recording it.
We're not telling too much about it because, like, yeah, it's always changing. Our music's always changing and our decisions are always changing. So what I can say is just like, yeah, it's very, it's a 180 Behind Sapphire. People won't expect it. I don't know if people are going to be okay with it.
We went about doing it a totally different way. Wrote the album like with time constraints and that sort of thing, which is the exact opposite of what we've done in the past, of just like, we'll do it whenever, we'll have as much time as we want. This time it was like, we need to write it within this time, we need to record it within this time. And it was a lot more freeing, actually, in us being able to be focused on it more and to be able to like be more involved with the record and with the recording. And it was just like a very great learning experience, and it sounds really cool. The songs are gonna be a 180 of what we've done and what we're doing, and it's just more change, and a good change, I think. And just like it's gonna be a very cool album, I think.
We wrote it around the idea, just like this beautiful idea, just like, and there's so a lot of very personal, beautiful, just like dreams, almost like dreams that came to us, just like were translated into this music, along with a lot of our beliefs, like so very subtle but very important beliefs, and just experiences that we've gone through. But the whole album is symbolism of a story, and so it builds off of that. And so we don't expect it to be a pop album where everyone kind of catches on. I mean, it's very catchy. We love performing it from what we have with each other, and we love hearing it. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot different, and we expect big things. Yeah, for ourselves out of it. Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's a big step.
It'll be out in a couple months, I hope. We're trying to figure out when exactly we want to release it and stuff. So within this year, it'll be out. The new Diamonds EP, we wrote the songs over a space of a year and a bit about our friends and family and loved ones, and the different experiences that we were having. Two of the songs on there were written for two of our friends who got married for the past 2 years.
I mean, majority of them have to do with relationships, which is people around you. And so the Diamonds concept was great, and it was built around a song called Tahira, and which is a really personal and really special song we wrote for a friend, and he got remarried, and so it was a very special song about the symbolism of a diamond mine worker, somebody like in an old school diamond mine, just in there with a pickaxe and working all day, working through all this black rock just to get like a little tiny, perfect, genuine like diamond. And so in this situation, he was the diamond miner, and he was looking for his diamond, and eventually he found it in his new spouse.
And a couple of the other ones are written about like really personal experiences, and other ones are written just because we were like, it was just like more of a compilation of parts and ideas and feelings of like summer. Coconut High was kind of written about like the summertime experiences that we were having, and so it's just like, it's like a kind of a compilation of like where we've been over the past year and a half, and it was a lot more different than, it's a lot different than what we've done in the past, and it was a lot more closer to what we've been doing live. And so I think it was a necessary thing for us to kind of just get out there as something that we wanted to show and share with other people. And so we're giving it away on Bandcamp, sorry. So you can go on there and download it if you want. 6 songs, and yeah, you could donate if you want as well.
Our first cross Canada for about 3 months cross Canada, we did a lot of thrift shopping and antique shopping and picking up candy and lots of other cool childlike things. And so while I'm picking up all these treasures, I picked up like a 1930s accordion, I picked up an old military jacket, an old record player, and I picked up this little tin, this amazing tin, and it had about, I don't know, some odd number of bullets in it from World War I, and they all got green on them, and they're rusty, and they're outdated, and there's some milk bullets and some pistol bullets, all to different guns and stuff, but whatever. So I had this duffel bag that I've had since I was 12 years old, And I have this little pocket that I've had stuff in it since I was 12 years old, like little tea lights and little, like whatever, the kind of things you'd have on camping trips. And so, including a Book of Mormon from our church, which is really cool. There's a really old Book of Mormon I didn't plan on ever reading, so that was really cool. And so I tossed these bullets inside of this little pocket and forgot about them. And then I was gonna give them to my little brother when I got home, and it slipped my mind. So I picked up this old duffel bag, going to China, pack all my stuff, didn't think about it, and it went through the Shanghai airport, it went through the Dalian airport, and it went back to Shanghai. And so it went through those 3 airport checks without them finding bullets. And then when we were going from Shanghai to Chengdu, that's when it was September 11th, and I was wearing some military clothing and some military watch and this camouflage duffel bag with bullets in it. And then things just went like from really just like very calm, and I was very calm and just confident that it would be a misunderstanding, and then it just went completely out of whack, and I ended up in this interrogation facility, and yeah, of course it's illegal to bring bullets into China, and I was unaware not of the law. I mean, like that's pretty common law, but I wasn't trying to smuggle anything, but yeah, I did break the law by innocently bringing these bullets, and so I ended up in this interrogation facility for 6 days, and I got to learn about some crazy things in China. It's not like a prison, it's like a completely different place, and yeah, it was just a big eye-opener, and spent a lot of just like sleepless nights in this crazy place, in like a cell with 10 other men, and you never leave the cell, and one of them had killed like his sister and her husband and their children, like just tons of different people. And I mean, like, people are people, but it was a pretty crazy place for me to be at the time. And meanwhile, while I got taken out of tour, the boys and Lindsay just continued, and they continued touring as Behind Sapphire all across China, which is really amazing. And like, it's so cool that Behind Sapphire was able to transform like that under the circumstances and just pick up the slack, and Lindsay sang all my vocals, and like, pretty cool. Like, they ended up doing a show that was broadcast, if I'm not mistaken, maybe it was 10 million, 100 million? 100 million to a billion people it was broadcast to. So Lindsay was the performer, she was the Behind Sapphire singer, which is really cool. And like, so yeah, so I'd like to go back, and I'd like to explore and check out the parts that I missed.